And a very good evening to you. Hope you're well, and welcome to tonight's class.
Recording in progress.
Grab yourself some water, take a sip, lick around your lips, hydrate, and let's find a space. So you're going to check around one way, check around the other, make sure you've got plenty of room. Check above your head, stretch up overhead, make sure you've got plenty of room for this class. Okay, so from here, like we were practicing as always in this class, we're looking for our feet to be a fist gap apart, and we're going to rock our feet forwards and backwards. We're going to have our pelvis forward, our hands back, hands up on our hips, let the knees track forward and back. You're good. Crown of our head up nice and high to the ceiling. Let your shoulders retract back into position. Hold this posture here. Looking good. From here, we'll land the 5 toes to be facing forwards, rocking over our knuckles. Looking good. And from here, standing on the right leg, flexing the left knee up nice and high. Take it up and work through. Now, today's class is all about lower back and hip mobility. We're working through 3 different stretches tonight based on our gravity yoga principles to take this nice and slow and controlled. Now, this foot, as it's coming back down, stays the fist gap apart. As the knee comes up, it's still that same gap. So it's nice and parallel to the other leg, but also the thigh coming up so that the thigh is parallel to the floor here. Really good. 3 more here. 2 more. And 1. Shake it out, change leg. Let's work on the right knee, flex up nice and high. Shoulders are back, chest is up nice and pronounced. Again, that foot just tap the floor. The knee flexing up as high as we can each time. Pelvis driven forward, shoulders back. 5 to go here. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last 1. Shake it out. Side bend for me, nice and easy. So 1 to the left, and then 1 to the right. Keep the shoulders back, chest up nice and high. Feel the lengthening through the side obliques. Reach down to the side of the knee. This is as far as we can reach down each time, keeping it safe. Now, all to the same side. Down and reach. The other hand's rolling out the side of the body. Fingertips just tickling the side of the ribs. Fingertips on the other hand reaching down to the side of the knee. Now, you might be able to get to the shin. You might get to your knee. You might just be scratching your hip. It all depends on your own flexibility. But the other hand needs to come up a little bit higher. So the top elbow is pointing up to the ceiling. 4 more here. 3 more here. 2 more here. Last 1. Change side for me. Again, the hand reaching down to the side of the knee. Pelvis driven out the way. Hip flexing away from your body. Reaching those other fingers up to your armpit, nice and high. Other fingers again, reaching down nice and low, past the side of the knee, slowly coming back up each time. 4 more here. 3 more here. 2 more. Last 1. Exit from here, back into standing, take it into a heel kick up. So you're trying to get your heel all the way up to your buttocks. Get your pelvis forward, shoulders back. Nice swing through on the back of the legs. From here, shoulders pull back into plane, and then knee flex up nice and high. Really good. Back into your heel kick behind. Still firing up these hamstrings, firing up the glutes, firing up the posture through our body. 2 more here. 1 more. And again, knee flex up high. Every time, trying to get the knee up over the hip height. 3 more. 2 more. Last 1. And from there, relax. Circumvent the hips. You're going to give it a circle round. and then change around the opposite way. Big roll round. And release here. From there, forward fold, chin down, jaw down, nose down, and a big stretch all the way through the back of the legs. From there, fold the arms, point the elbows down to the ground, chin down, jaw down, nose down, for the stretch through the back of the legs. Lengthening out through the lower back. And feel your feet. Big toe to little toe flat down. And toes to heel flat down to the floor as well. We unfold, we slowly come back up, through into standing. Pelvis forward, shoulders back, stretch up nice and high. Tuck one elbow in tight to the side of the body, swap it over. Big arm reach each time, tuck the elbow in tight. Slow controlled movements here. What I mean by a slow controlled movement is you know what's happening all the way through. As the elbow gently glides into the side of the body, we stretch again high. We're controlling the weight of the arms. Excellent. Go double arm for me and stretch and reach. Love it. Again, elbow tuck in tight to the side of the body, arms clasp and reach up high overhead. 2 more here. 1 more. And release, shake it out. Okay, so coming down onto the floor. From here, grab yourself a drink of water as well, if you need. And from there, we're going to take our feet out nice and wide. Okay, from here, we're going to do it slightly on an angle for you. So our legs out in a V position here. We're going to reach down towards our right leg, and we're going to target, try and get the back of the thigh down to the floor. The head drops down, we feel a nice big stretch all the way through the back of the leg. We plan to flex, we point that toe away from our body. We let the chin drop down on the chest. We feel a nice big deep stretch through the back of the hamstring. Okay, so here we're working on our gravity yoga principles. We're working on relaxing the body as much as possible. And once you point to that toe away from you, just allow the foot to try and relax a bit. Now, if you feel comfortable with it, you can take the foot just a little bit wider. Again, the chin drops down onto the chest. And you should feel this in a variety of places. It could be in the inner thigh. It could be in the back of the calf. It could be in the lower back. It could be in the back of the neck. It could be a whole range of places. Again, as you reach a little bit further with your hand towards the ankle, feel the lengthening through the lower back. And then we work on our second principle, which is working on the breathing. I want you to take a nice deep breath in for 4 seconds. Hold that breath for me, and then take a deep sigh of a breath back out. Now see if you can take that right hand just a little bit further up towards the ankle. Placing the other hand, I've got my right leg out, I'm reaching to my right side. My right hand is to the ankle, my left hand comes on top of the thigh. And it's just going to give it a bit of support, and then press the back of the leg down to the floor. Now at this stage, you might find that the left knee wants to start to pop up. Take that time to just lengthen the left leg out and just use your mind to just push that down for a moment. And and feel the lengthening through the right side. Now, you're going to feel the lengthening through the right side of the leg, but because we're stretched to the right side, we get a lengthening out the left-hand side of the body on the posterior side, i.e. to the back. And what we should be feeling here is a nice big stretch out, certainly through the back of the leg, and certainly through the back side. You might also feel this in the left groin, especially if your feet are wider. So here's a challenge, as I've just done. Take your foot a little bit wider. Drop through that range. Now here, we just drop the head a little bit lower, close the eyes, and work on that deep breathing. 4 seconds in. Slow deep breath out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See if you can reach a little bit further with that right hand. Give it a little bit more pressure on the left thigh. And you might find that that right knee wants to, pop up slightly. You might find that quad pulling tighter. See if you can let the quads release slightly. Push a little bit deeper down on the leg. Feel the lengthening through the left side of the body, certainly in the left upper back. And feel the lengthening through the outside of the right leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release out of it. From here, lay back on the floor. Stretch your arms up overhead, push your arms away. Very good. Slowly release, come back up through into seating. Again, take the feet out wide. This time I'm going to stretch over to the left side. Take the right hand over to the left leg. Draw the chin down on the chest. We feel a nice big stretch through the back. Again, we're now going to take you can either have your left hand on the thigh and the shin, and then the right hand on the thigh. You can have it one way. Or alternatively, if you want a bit more of a rotational stretch, bring the right hand to the left shin, and your left hand on top of the left thigh. Okay, again, take notice of the right leg. Does the right knee flex up? Keep it down in position. And feel which is going to work better for your body. And each time, we're just trying to reach that a little bit further towards the feet. Nice stretch out through the back. Again, you might find a little bit in the groin again. Allow your body just to lengthen here. Again, close the eyes. Take a slow deep breath in for 4. Slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let your head go floppy, let your head drop down towards the floor. Keep the hold here. Nice deep breath in. Slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, nice deep breath in. Slow exhale, let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, deep breath in. Slow exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now, if you can reach your foot. You can bring your hand underneath the ball of the foot. So you can have your left arm out, stretched up onto the left foot. Just allow yourself to reach that bit further. If you can't get anywhere near it, don't worry. The other thing you might find is your glutes start to want to get involved in this. Okay? Just give yourself a little wiggle on the floor and see if you can get the muscles to relax. Again, nice deep breath in for 4. And slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly release. Cool. Okay, so from there, relaxing. Going onto your back, stretching your legs out long, stretch your arms up overhead. Okay, from here, we're just going to tuck our knees into our chest. And if you can, you're going to rock backwards and forwards up and down your spine. Now, if it feels too uncomfortable in your vertebrae of your spine, just hold this stretch here. It's absolutely fine. You can feel a bit of a roll. Allow it to roll as well if you want to. And release. Okay, so we're having on our back here, and we're going to bring our left leg out flat to the floor and our right knee up towards the ceiling. Now, the right knee is going to flex, and the shin aiming to be roughly parallel to the floor. Now, we're going to keep shoulders back to the floor, and we're going to open the knee out to the side. And we've got a little bit of a stretch going into the inner thigh, into the groin here. Now, the tendency is to want to try and roll over to the right side. We're going to try and keep this left arm back to the side. The groin open up nicely. The lower back down to the floor. Shoulder blades back as well. Now, depending on your range of flexibility, this knee will either go all the way down to the floor, and if you can get the knee to the floor, whilst the shoulders blades are flat to the floor and the head back down, and the back of the leg is all the way down as well, then brilliant. And if you can do that, keep your right hand on top of the right inner thigh here, or resting just on the knee. It's absolutely fine. Now, if you can get your knee all the way to the floor here, well done. That's incredible. And that is down to the depth of your sockets and your genetics in many respects. And it's also down to your flexibility. As you're doing this, the weight of your hand is going to be pressing your leg down if you're inflexible like me. And if you can get your knee to the side, down to the floor, what I want you to do is use your right hand to be resistance and use it to restrict pulling the knee up to the ceiling. Keep the eyes closed, the body relaxed as much as possible. The weights of the arm helping the knee to just drop. Now, the more you relax, the more you're going to find the hip is going to open up. Eventually, it just starts to give. And you'll feel it might be a couple of millimeters. It might suddenly go and you get another centimeter. Just make sure that the shoulders are flat back to the floor and the head back to the floor. Your nose is still facing up to the ceiling. Feel your pelvis is down to the floor. And if the knee is getting more and more success going to the right side, just make sure that the left leg is completely flat down to the floor. So we're not just rolling over, we're feeling this hold here. And from there, last deep breath in for 4. And slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, the hard bit is getting out of this. Place the heel down to the floor, unload the hand off the knee, support behind the side of the femur or behind the upper thigh, and just release and drop it out. And from here, just stretch out on the floor again. Arms up, overextended overhead. Push your fingers and your arms away. Put your toes away from your body. And from there, release. Let's swap over onto the other side. So again, head back to the floor. And again, we're going to bring that left knee up. Shin parallel to the floor. And we're just going to tilt that knee out to the left side. So we're just abducting that away. And horizontally rotating it to the side. So again, I head back to the floor and just take a moment to feel where the left knee is pointing right now. You want to feel that that's going to increase over time. Again, we feel that the right leg is nice and flat to the floor. Again, the eyes close. We take that deep breath in for 4. Slowly we sigh out a deep breath for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you start to feel this like just at the base, just at the top of your shin, so in the lateral aspect, you might find this pulls in just slightly into what's known as your peroneus longus, or you might find it in your tibialis anterior in the front of your shin. Now, if it does that, just bring your fingertips on top of that muscle, just so basically on the outside of the left shin, and just give it a little rub. If it's aggravating you, you'll know what I mean. If it isn't aggravating you, don't worry about the Latin I've just chucked at you, okay? So head is back to the floor, the shoulders are back to the floor. And again, that knee just going a little bit wider. Again, deep breath in for 4. Slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, just feel what's happening in the body. So if you just had some progress like I have, just change your hand position just slightly, making sure you're not just gripping onto the thigh. The arm is just there to rest on top of the thigh and help it on its way. Again, just feel that the right leg, the back of the right leg is flat down to the floor. That the shoulder blades are back down to the ground as well. Again, keeping the eyes closed. Take a nice deep breath in for 4. And slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, deep breath in for 4. And slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's then again, nice deep breath in for 4. Slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, place the heel down to the floor, support and push the thigh up to the ceiling again. Extend the legs, stretch your arms up overhead, push away with the body, point the toes down and the ground, or grounded down towards the floor. And from here, we're just going to raise our right knee up into our final stretches here. So our right knee comes up to our chest. And from here, we extend the left leg flat down to the floor. Head back to the floor, point the toe away from the body. Slowly releasing the knee. Extend the legs, then pick up the left leg. Again, guide the knee up towards the chest. Extend the right leg straight and flat to the floor. Head back down to the floor. Shoulder blades back square to the ground. Flex the left knee up as high as you can. Again, take that nice deep breath in for 4. Slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good stuff. From there, rolling onto your front, take your knees out wide, put the feet together, stretch your arms away, point them back over the heels, fingers way back nice and wide, and release. Slowly stepping yourself back up into standing, forward fold, cross your arms up overhead, release, and relax. Really, really well trained. I hope you found that class really useful for you. Any questions, let me know. Hashtag live, hashtag replay. We're doing that on Facebook as well. Cheers. Thank you so much for joining me.
Well done, well done.